The prophet Hosea spoke these words, "My people are destroyed for the lack of the knowledge of God." And still today, these words ring true. Introducing W.C. Hunter, pastor of the World's Church of the Living God in Chattanooga, Tennessee. For the next half hour, we invite you to experience the Words of Knowledge broadcast.
Go ahead, brother, start. Read
First chapter.
the first chapter.
Yes, sir.
We're going to skip around so I can get through with it.
Yes,
I'll get to the point. First point we're going to get to, that this man hadn't sinned. Ain't no bad stuff he does. So that to give you a good understanding. Because some of you things happen, it because of what you done, all this. Sometimes it do, sometimes it bring. But we'll see here, okay?
Yes, sir.
We'll let this talk to us. Go ahead.
Job, first chapter, first verse. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
And now I believe that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. What do upright mean?
He walked in his
integrity.
before God. Yes, sir.
Walked in his integrity.
Yes, sir.
Period.
Yes, sir.
Now you want to look up integrity? Do you have anybody in here walking in integrity? Not a front.
Yes, sir.
Not a front.
Amen. Amen. Yes, sir.
It's a lifestyle.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, but God look at his lifestyle.
Yes, sir.
It's not the mistakes you made, but it's, talk to me somebody.
Yes, sir. It's not the mistakes you made, but it's the intentions of your heart and your willingness to repent, to get up, to let God lift you up, turn away from your wrong.
Come on, listen.
and walk in the uprightness and the standards of God. Walk in the righteousness.
You can't lose like it. Go ahead.
And one that feared God.
He feared God.
Yes, sir.
What about God he feared? Feared lightning or something? What? He feared to do evil. He feared that his fear brought integrity in his life. You can't walk in integrity unless you fear. You can't walk in integrity and fear unless you fear God.
Yes, sir. It's true. Amen. Amen. Amen.
You can't do it unless you love and fear God. You can't walk in integrity and deny evil and wrongdoing.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
One that feared God and eschewed evil.
What did you evil?
He denounced
You
evil.
denounced it.
Pushed away. Yes, sir.
And you had to think today.
Shunned it. Yes, sir.
I'm telling you what to do. I'm making this clear. You have to today, not tomorrow, denounce. Say in your heart, say it out loud, or in your talk to God. Say, I denounce the devil.
Yes, sir.
Praise God.
I denounce evil.
Amen.
I denounce sin. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
That's up to the individual.
Yes, sir. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels.
Just look at all the stuff he had. You can jump on down.
Yes,
He's just richest man around.
Yes, sir.
Richest man around. 10 children. Do you have 10?
Yes, sir. 7 sons, 3 daughters. Yes, sir.
Richest man around.
Yes, sir.
Loved God. Done the right thing. Treat people right.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
6th verse. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
Now the sons of God, see, was no other than the angels.
Yes, sir.
They are the first sons of God.
Yes, sir.
They was the first one. The God's sons who he had. That was his spiritual sons, his son. Came to, they was in heaven, come to present themselves to God.
Yes, sir.
What you want me to do? What you want me to do? What job you want me to go on? Presented themselves. What you want me to do? Where you want me to send to? And do whatever you want. So what happened?
Yes, sir. And Satan came also among them.
Why did he come? How did he come? Because he was an angelical being too. He was one of them. Angel.
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
He's one of the first sons.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He was called a son of light, son of
Son of
the morning. You know? You got to know these things and know what's going on at your life,
Yes, sir.
in your life, to survive your life. And there's a lot of going on in the heavenlies that you know not of.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou?
What you come here for? Huh? You been thrown out. What you?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Because the word of God said, woe be unto the inhabitants. The inhabitants,
Yes, sir.
the living people on the earth, because Satan has been,
Amen. He's cast out.
been cast out.
Yes, sir.
So we come back up and see what's going on.
Yes, sir.
There's some action going on, people.
Amen.
It's some action going on
Yes, sir.
that you know not of.
Amen.
Go ahead here.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth.
What are he doing down there?
He was cast out.
Cast out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Going to and fro in the earth.
Yes, sir. And from walking up and down in it.
Go ahead, brother. We get it. I want to go through all of that. Just, you understand? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
Now, I don't know what Job thought, or what I thought either. Why God had to mess with me? I care about, I love him and doing the right thing and everything. Listen to this carefully. I love God. I try to keep my integrity. I try to please him. Got a family. I love my family. I love my family. And he's going to prove he loves them. Love them too much.
Yes, sir.
And Satan always at that what you love too much.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
And why would you mention me to Satan? Don't think he had said nothing to God about you.
Amen. Yes, sir.
If you mean anything to God or mean anything to God, he won't mess it up. he won't mess it up. With God and try to make God feel stupid. Listen, he tried to manipulate God. That's Satan trying to manipulate God.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, listen.
Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in
Well,
the
why
earth?
would he mention Job? Because that's what Satan come talking about with people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He come talking about the people he own on the earth.
Yes, sir.
All these folk get down here, I mess up any of them.
Yes, sir.
But he said, God told him, said, hey, have you considered that Job was doing the right thing toward God?
Yes, sir.
Was he?
Yes, sir.
From what you can see, right?
Yes, sir.
So every sickness and stuff, everything happened don't mean that because you done stuff. People think anything. Go ahead, listen.
One that fears
But some
God.
of you do now. Don't try to ignore it. That's why you have to be honest,
Yes, sir.
truthful, and read the word and see this brought this on. This brought this on.
Yes.
Go ahead.
9th verse. Then Satan answered the Lord and said,
Had a straight conversation with God, didn't he? He ain't stopped.
Yes, sir.
He peeping down, he looking down on the earth. He can't be everywhere at one time. He's looking around and he's watching everything and seeing people who doing good, who loving the Lord, who successful and everything. He's attacking everybody. That's why you have to be alert.
Yes, sir.
You have to be alert, Saint. Don't be loose. You got to be. Because some people live loosely, just crazy. Just let anybody get in their life. Anybody talk to them and go ahead.
Yes, sir. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Does Job fear God for naught?
Hey. Now what about Job? Do Job fear you? See, Satan even know that it must be fear of God before success.
Yes, sir.
Other words, he wouldn't have mentioned it. Huh?
Amen. Yes, sir.
Do Job fear you? See, fear is a very important thing.
Yes, sir.
It's used in the right place. It's very important
Yes, sir.
for the right means. They ain't talking about the fear like crazy stuff, you know. Fear God, fear to do evil. That's it. Fear to do wrong against God. Fear, man, I can't do no.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Go ahead.
Has not thou made an hedge about him?
Now look what you done.
And-
See, manipulate. Listen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look what you done.
Yes, sir.
No wonder he fear you, cause you made a hedge around him.
Yes, sir.
You put a fence around him where I can't get to him.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Amen.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
And God can't be intimidated.
Amen.
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 God wasn't going for that stuff.
Amen.
He wasn't going to be intimidated.
Amen.
Okay, that's the case. I'm going to prove he loved me. See. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And about his house, and
About his house?
all that he has
You
on every
protect
side.
him.
Yes, sir.
Man, you better get covered. you better get covered, baby. I'm telling you. God omitted. This thing challenge God and try to intimidate God. You think you do to your little self? Go ahead.
Amen. 11th verse. But put forth thine hand now.
What you do, God? I tell you what to do. You gonna make a deal? I'm gonna make a deal with you. Let's make a deal.
Have mercy.
Man involved.
Put forth thine hand now and touch all that he has.
That's what we do. Now listen, this same in this time and day, on through the ages, these things happens something like it, just like it. Tell you what to do. Now Satan trying to make some kind of deal with God, but God ain't gonna be intimidated. He's not gonna go for the jump. He got his way out and know what to do. And he wants you to always know what to do at the right time. Say the right thing, do the right, and you can feed him every time. Know what he said?
And touch all that he has.
Now, the first thing, he's wealthy. See, one thing that Job was not tied up on and that Satan didn't know. Certain things he didn't know. Only God knew. Job was not wrapped up about no material thing. That wasn't no big deal to him. He wasn't wrapped up or full of, greed about material things like this world today. If it's gone, it's gone. I know the feeling. It's gone, it's gone. It all belongs to God anyway. So that didn't do it. Go ahead.
And touch all that he has, and he will curse thee to that face.
Now, that's what Job is. That's what Satan is saying. Telling God, talk direct to God. I tell you what you do. See, I told you at the very beginning, he's a manipulator, and he won't. I tell you what you do. I'll get him. I'll make him cuss you at your face.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you see the conversation going on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What do you think going on about you?
Conversation.
Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he has is in thy power.
I tell you what, all he got is in your power. You ain't gonna make me no lie. He loved me. Go ahead.
Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the
Now
presence
listen.
of the Lord.
I told you, it's no way possible that Satan can do anything against a child of God unless God let it be, unless he get permission. And then God will see through it and see, shall he let it be? What's going to happen?
Yes, sir.
He said, okay, go.
And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them.
I mean, it's cows or whatever was doing what they were doing. And what happened?
And the Sabians fell upon
That
them
means
and
some
took
people.
them away.
It's a name of a people, the Sabians, and they come and took all this stuff away.
Yes, sir.
Try to make it quick. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And slain the servants with the edge of the sword. And
Kill the
I
servants and
only-
everything.
Yes, sir. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
Always somebody come and bring you bad news.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And when it start happening, one after another.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One thing, look at it, one after another.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me now. This same action happened now, like it happened then. Same stuff. Go ahead.
While he was yet speaking, there came another.
He
and
didn't get a
said,
chance to weep, to do nothing. He just, before he got to somebody coming in the door, knocking on the door.
Yes, sir. The fire of God is fallen from heaven and has burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
Come on.
While he was yet speaking, there came another and said,
What?
18th verse. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house.
See, some people grab that and say, there ain't no been a drinking wine. That ain't got nothing to do with it. This ain't got nothing to do with that.
Amen.
Is that deal made with the devil? That's what it ain't got nothing to do with it. Well, y'all know drinking wine wouldn't happen. It's going to happen. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the four corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men, and they are dead.
Kill all his sons.
And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
I
Then Job-
come to tell you that your sons are dead, all of them.
Yes, sir.
So don't put it on because they drinking wine. They had nothing to do with it. They was having a party, I guess.
Yes, sir.
But that's supposed to happen. That was the deal was made. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And then Job arose and rent his mantle
He dressed he just went crazy then.
and shaved his head.
He just went wild because he loved his children. They might not have knew he loved them, but I don't know what they know.
And fell down upon the ground and worshipped.
He worshiped.
Hallelujah.
You see, he cussed God out. Why did you let this happen to me? Huh?
He worshipped.
Huh?
Worshipped.
The whole thing, God give it, God take it away.
Hallelujah. Yes,
Blessed is the name of the Lord.
man. Yes, sir.
It's all his anyway. Go ahead.
And said, naked came I out of my mother's womb,
Listen
naked.
to him now.
and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. In all this Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly.
That what he didn't do? You better listen. You better listen, because in your life, believe me, in everybody in you, fire coming.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
Still
And-
mess around. Still, go ahead.
Yes, sir. And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord.
They come again.
And the Lord said to Satan,
When he's going to give up? When he's going to give up?
Yes, sir.
Go, wait, we'll see.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down. And the Lord said to Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth?
None like it.
Perfect, upright man, one that fears God and eschews evil. And still he holdeth fast his integrity.
Still,
Yes, sir.
still, man.
Yes.
You're whooping him. You're whooping him.
Yes, sir.
You're taking the best things from him.
Although thou move me against him,
You
to
move me
destroy him,
against him.
to destroy
I let
him.
go.
Yes.
Time God let go. Let things happen.
Have mercy. Yes, sir.
So what you talking about at first, you better be real. You say you love God, you must be real. Go ahead.
Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause.
See, without cause.
Yes, sir.
Nothing he done.
Amen.
Just action going on in the world.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin.
All right, let's deal with it now. Let's get down to nitty gritty.
Yes, sir.
That's the way you're acting. You're going to try to skin with skin.
Yes, sir.
We'll deal with this thing. We're going to make it happen like I said. Make him cuss you. I'll do everything to make him cuss you. Now see how determined Satan is? What he's that determined on you? I say some of you ain't went through nothing. Go ahead.
Yea, all that a man has will he give for his life.
His life? All man got to give for his life is flesh. Uh-oh. He's dealing deep now. Go ahead.
But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to that
This will get it. This will get it. Got his money, got his children, this will get it. This will get it.
Have mercy.
And this have got a lot of people.
And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thine hand.
Oh boy, that's Lord. Why do you say that?
So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord.
He took off then and went on that. I'm gonna get it this time. I'm gonna get some cursing going on this time.
And smote Job with sore boils.
Soul, boil,
Yes, sir.
boil, souls boil.
Yes, sir.
Pus coming out of him.
Amen. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
From the sole of his foot unto his crown.
Ain't that something?
Hallelujah. Yes, sir. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down.
And that meant something. He said on the ashes, because that means he used to be. What do wood used to be when it burned up? Ashes. I used to be. Here I am now. There's a lot of people in the world used to be. A lot of people used to be in here, used to be. Used to be in good standards. And it's a lot to think about, people.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Then said his wife unto him.
Uh-oh. Who would ever believe
Yes,
this?
sir. Yes, sir.
I know this got the nitty gritty. I've done all the sores and all this mess. But wait a minute. Here's a woman he lived with. He lived with this woman and took care of her, rich.
Yes, sir.
And she was, I know she was just, when they had money, rich and everything. But when he started losing, something started happening. That's why you don't never know.
Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain that
Now
integrity?
listen, let's talk about this woman a while.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What did she ought to been doing?
She should have been coming to his comfort and praying with him and encouraging him, honey, let's trust God together. This is only going to last for a while. God will get us through it, and encouraging him and helping to keep his sores clean.
That's right.
And showing her faith and trust in God to couple with his. And that way, they'll have some power. There's some strength.
Power into.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Power into. Satan hate that.
Yes, sir.
She could have comforted him a lot. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
But you see the story.
Yes,
You
sir.
got the story. You got the picture.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Dost thou still retain that integrity?
You still holding on? You
Curse
still
God.
holding on?
Have mercy.
You still being nice? You still praying? You still acting like ain't nothing happening? There you're scraping and going on, getting all the gooey out for you. And I'm just saying it like I feel like she feels. Why don't you quit the mess? Go ahead.
Curse God and die.
Wait now, wait. Hey, what did Satan say? He wanted that God to do, Job to do.
Curse God.
What did he say?
He wanted him to curse
What
God.
come out the mouth of the woman?
Curse.
Okay. Okay. You never know what you got till the deal comes go down.
Yes, sir.
Curse your God. Curse. Man, she didn't have to say that. She wanted him to do exactly what Satan
Yes, sir.
wanted him to do.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You get y'all get the message?
Man, yes, sir.
Won't you curse God and you just go on and die? Read. What did he say? And that's good.
But he said unto her, Thou speak as one of the foolish women speaketh.
You didn't play no game with him.
Amen.
You speak as one of the foolish women.
Yes, sir.
I know he didn't know she was that stupid.
Sir.
As long as he had all them goodies and stuff.
What shall we receive good at the hand of God, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips.
Did not, did he? Care what they done. What he tried all the stuff. The major stuff. Money, wealth. Think about a man with wealth. We ain't got nothing to eat. Probably nothing to eat or nothing. Just think about it. They living with a woman, and all the children, girls, the boys, all of them dead. It's something to think about.
Yes, sir. Praise God. Job 42nd chapter and 10th verse. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job.
He turned the captivity of Job. And he didn't do it until what happened?
When he prayed for his friend.
There he was. His friends came over and sat and talked with him. Well, it's something you must have done. And you must have been awful bad or something, you know. They was encouraging him, trying to discourage him, and saying what he done bad. Now, all this happened to you, and all this stuff, you know. He didn't pay no attention. But what he done, he prayed for them.
Yes, amen.
He prayed for his friends because they had many problems he did. And his captivity was changed when he prayed for his friends.
Yes, sir. Amen.
That shows you the same thing. Give and it shall be given unto you.
Amen.
And some people are selfish in their prayers. All they talk about is me. Oh, God, bless me with this. Bless me, heal me, and this and that. They got their brothers sick. Heal me. And all they think about is self. They just turn their mind to somebody else and have a word for them. Y'all got something out of this.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got something out of this today. I'm sure somebody did. I'm positive. Somebody did. You got to learn how to weather the storm. God reward. He don't reward losers.